Hi, I'm Reb Myron. I'm a minister through Pathways of Light, and I've been a Course in Miracles student for 40 years. This year, I'm going through the lessons, reading them, and asking the Holy Spirit to clarify for me. And then I write whatever comes to me, and that's what I'm sharing with you today. So let's get started. So today we're looking at lesson 36. My holiness envelops everything I see. Today's idea extends the idea for yesterday from the perceiver to the perceived. You are holy because your mind is part of God's. And because you are holy, your sight must be holy as well. Sinless means without sin. You cannot be without sin a little. You are sinless or not. If your mind is part of God's, you must be sinless, or a part of his mind would be sinful. Your sight is related to his holiness, not to your ego, and therefore not to your body. So, how this works. Gosh, I'll tell you, I love this paragraph. It has so much information in it. First, we are reminded that we are holy because our mind is part of God's. It still thrills me to think of this. Secondly, he tells us that because we are holy, so is our sight. What I look at is blessed by my sight. Clearly, he is not talking about my body's eyes, which don't actually see at all, as we've been told. Instead, my sight is related to my holiness, and thus related to my Christ self. My holiness envelops everything I see because my sight is holy. My sight is holy because my mind is part of God's, and so is holy. And right in the middle of all this, he throws in the idea that I cannot be without sin a little. He says that sinlessness means without sin. The implication is that I am without sin, not just without some sin, but without all sin. I was left wondering what this has to do with my holiness enveloping everything I see. What I understand is that I will always see what is in my mind projected outward. Do I see myself as holy, or do I see myself as sinful? If I accept that I was created by God, then I cannot be sinful. Therefore, when I look outward, I will see innocence, either love or call for love. If I see guilt, then I'm looking with my eyes and interpreting what I see with the ego. If I notice I'm doing that, I can shift my awareness. I can shift it from the ego to the truth within me. I will then be looking with Christ's vision, and my holy sight will envelop what I see. My mind, starting with holiness, will show me holiness. And so the practice. 4 3 to 5 minute practice periods are required for today. Try to distribute them fairly evenly and make the shorter applications frequently to protect your protection throughout the day. The longer practice period should take this form. Paragraph 3. First, close your eyes and repeat the idea for today several times slowly. Then open your eyes and look quite slowly about you, applying the idea specifically to whatever you note in your casual survey. Say, for example, my holiness envelops that rug. My holiness envelops that wall. My holiness envelops these fingers. My holiness envelops that chair. My holiness envelops that body. My holiness envelops this pen. Several times during these practice periods, close your eyes and repeat the idea to yourself. Then open your eyes and continue as before. Paragraph 4. For the shorter practice periods, close your eyes and repeat the idea. Look about you as you repeat it again and conclude with one more repetition with your eyes closed. All applications should, of course, be made quite slowly, as effortlessly and unhurried as possible. So here's what I love about this lesson. Whether I'm looking at a chair or a person sitting in the chair, it doesn't matter. Both the chair and the occupant are images, so not real. Not that this will prevent me from projecting onto either of them. If I am seeing with my holy mind, I will interpret what I see from that perspective. I will see holiness reflected in both chair and man. On the other hand, I might not see past what the eyes show me, and I will never see past what my mind holds. Maybe the chair will appear to be guilty of ugliness. Maybe the man will appear to be guilty of sin. What I see is never about what is actually there, but always about my own mind. If I see sin, then I know I have not enveloped the man in the chair with my holiness, but rather with my belief in sin. I can then ask for correction and receive the miracle and can then give the miracle. Nice. So thank you for watching my video. If you found it helpful, then please like it. And if you've not yet done so, then subscribe. And I'll be back tomorrow with another lesson.